and I am a child of purpose. I'm a child of God. God has good plans for me because he has a purpose in my life. He sent me here for a purpose. And his plans for you are for good, not for evil. Okay? His plans are for good and not for evil. And God's plans, the potential, and tell the enemy that the potential in the inside of you is extraordinary. Okay? It's extraordinary. Tell the devil that the potential in me is extraordinary. God has a plan for me. God has you in his hands like this. He has you. He has written you in the palm of his hand. Okay? Think about an egg. It's small, delicate. I have an egg here that I want to demonstrate something for you. This is an egg. It's small, it's delicate, and seemingly lifeless. Like there's no life in it. It looks like there's no life in it. Very delicate and very small. Okay? Yet it holds the blueprint for this one. How holds the blueprint of a chicken, of a hen, or of a rooster? Whatever it was supposed to be, now it's here for me to eat it. Unfortunately, sorry, chicken. Oh my God. Anyway, that's just how it is. That egg is very tiny. It has the blueprint. Now think about this is a big egg, because even though it's small, it's big. A butterfly's egg is very, very tiny, okay? Very, very little bitty tiny thing. Tiny, tiny, tiny. But that little egg of the butterfly, okay? That little egg of the butterfly has the potential. It has the blueprint of a butterfly in it. Butterfly eggs are very tiny, little bitty tiny things. I think it's like mustard seed or even smaller. For some people who don't know mustard seed, some people who know millet, it's like a seed of a millet, very tiny. But let me tell you, it's tiny. A butterfly's egg is of course a lot tiny than this one. It has the blueprint for a butterfly in it. Similarly, within you lies the potential for God's purpose to unfold in a powerful way, or in powerful ways. Because as a child of God, you have the blueprint of God in your life. Okay, you are a royal priesthood, a holy nation, called forth to show his praise on this earth. Okay? There's times when I felt in your life you're going to get to this stage one way or the other, either in your early life of Christianity, even not only in Christianity, in life. Early life of Christianity, you're going to find that. But if, like I said, even when you're grown, there are some times when God wants to do a new work. It's going to start. A process is going to start again, like an egg. New beginning. New beginnings. So in this, I remember when the Lord spoke to me. When the Lord spoke to me to go and start a church in northern Uganda, in Gulu. At the time, and you know, I was planning to come to the US, and the Lord said, you need to go and start that work before you go to the US. And it didn't make sense to me that I needed to go and start, and yet I'm leaving, because I was coming to live in the US, and then I'm you know. So anyway, it took me time to yield to that, but eventually I did. It took me time. It took me time. There were a lot of things that I was seeing. Where's the money to start a church? Where is this and that? And in northern Uganda was having a insurgents war. you know, the rebel activities at that time. It was very unsafe. So a lot of things were not in place yet. One, you know, there was no money. Secondly, you know, with no money, and then northern Uganda being what it was, insurgency, rebel activities, landmines everywhere. So I did not want to go. I did not want to go. I just wanted to stay in Kampala, be there. However, I went and started it. He said if I did not go to start that work, I would not travel to the United States. And sure enough, the embassy said they would call me, and they did not. I kept waiting and waiting. A year passed. 2 years. And I went and started the work. A year passed, and when I went and started the work, I felt uncertain for some time. The week when I went to go, I contacted somebody I knew there, a brother I had met there before when I used to go and minister. I said, I'm coming to, you know, start a church here. First of all, I'd go visit, like one day I come back. One day, and the only thing was I would get confirmation. You need to come and start a work here. Why don't you come and start ministry? Why don't you come and start a church? And I said, no, I don't need to. You have a church here. Even pastors, some pastors were telling me that. So to me, that was confirmation in the inside me, even though I really didn't want to. So the time came when I decided, I said, okay, I'm packing, I'm moving there. I'm going to go and start the work. So I packed my things, went and got a place in Gulu and moved. The week we started service was the week the embassy called me. The very week we started the service. I remember because the place we rented had the roof, iron sheets on the roof, but the walls didn't have, because it was a place that it was women project for the Danish government was helping some women there, and so they had to make bricks. So they had pillars and roof, but here is just dirt and everything, just pillars. So what we thought, what do we do? People suggested, oh, let's buy papyrus reeds, the mats, and just put them to the walls. So we did that. As I was on my way to the market to go and buy the reeds, the papyrus reeds, for our wall, church wall, my phone rings. I still remember exactly where I was. I was not far from the market. There's a roundabout somewhere on the way to the market. And as I was just past the roundabout, then the phone rings. As the phone rings, I responded, and they said they wanted to speak to, oh, can I speak to Florence Gregg? And I said, speaking. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to mention her name. I still remember the name. The name starts with H. I am H. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's not how she said. My name is H. And we were just looking, in the files, and we've just noticed that your file has not been looked at for a long time. Can you come in the embassy tomorrow? I said, tomorrow I'm not able to, because I'm far. I'm in Gulu. So it's already late afternoon, so I have to come tomorrow. And if I come tomorrow, I travel tomorrow, I won't even make it in the embassy. I have to make it in the embassy the next day. So she made an appointment, and the next week I went, and the process started just like that. Before I knew it, I have a visa. I need to travel. I said, God, you are serious. I mean, first of all, just that girl calling me the week we started the work, I said, when God says, this is what I want you to do, and if you don't do it, this is not going to happen, you just obey. Obedience is the key. It's good to obey God. So for some time I said, God, why do you let me start the work if I am going to move? I'm just traveling to live over there. But God has a purpose. He's a God of plan. He's a God of plan. He's a God of objectivity. He is a God of purpose. Well, remember, we used to say that several times. He is a God of plan. God is a God of purpose. He's a God of plan, and he's a God of objectivity. He has got his plans. So, and I just want to thank God that that work started. Not without challenges. We've had challenges here and there, but we've had a number of people come to the Lord through that ministry. You know, they are faithful brothers and sisters who are on the ground leading it. I give them guidance. Nowadays, I preach there a lot. I had a series teaching the church. You know, doing. I've been teaching like Sundays. It's like discipleship group, because by the time I wake up here in the morning, early morning, there is afternoon or late evening. So. Then we have radio programs. Been doing radio programs. We have radio programs twice a week. Wednesday there for me here is Tuesday. When I'm ministering there is Tuesday evening, and there is Wednesday morning. So Wednesday and Saturday, which is Sunday over there in the morning. So I want to thank God that when God we need to find out our purpose. And when you find your purpose, fulfill it. Okay, that's potential. Because you never know whose life you're going to change. It may be one sentence that somebody needed. You never know who is going to change with that one sentence. So, people have been getting saved. People call and get saved. People call and get delivered from demonic oppressions. People have been, delivered from demonic oppressions. People get healed. He's still in the business of healing. He's Jehovah Rapha, the Lord our healer. Okay? And he's our deliverer. So I want to thank God for his work. So, but in the beginning, that's, going there, but it's like, what is going on? What is this? It didn't make sense to me, because I was going to leave that place. But God, that was the egg time. Yeah. There's sometimes when the egg is in danger too. There's sometimes when I had to go and minister in camps. When people are in camps and travel through some dangerous roads. Yeah. The time before another testimony is the time I was diagnosed. So different times, years passed. Now, when I went to Gulu to start the work in northern Uganda, it was 2005. Now, come 2022, I got diagnosed with cancer. God took me through a time of prayer before that. A time when I just felt I needed to go into prayer and fasting. So I spent time in prayer and fasting, being in the Word, being in praise and worship. Staying in his presence is very important. Studying the Word. When they say the Word, his Word, the Bible. I felt led to fast, so I went into prayer and fasting. Okay? I fasted 21 days. I would eat in the evening. I break it every evening. I broke the fast. Then I start again. Break in the evening, start again. Okay? Then a month later, after that I finished that, a month later I still felt led to do a 7-day fast. So I did it together with the people in Uganda, where I just called for prayer and fasting. So we all did it together, praying and fasting. For me, this was a time when everything seemed still. But God was already at work behind the scenes. I didn't see it then. Okay? I didn't see it then. 2021, I'm praying and fasting. Let me say 2022, 2021, I'm praying, I'm in prayer, reading the Word, praying and fasting. 2022, I get diagnosed with cancer. But so prior to that, I didn't see it then. But looking back, I realized those moments were full of his preparations. God was preparing me and guiding me. preparations. He was really preparing me. There was unseen battles. There are lots of battles that the Lord fights for us that we don't even see. There were unseen battles in the spirit realm that was being fought. Okay? Battles being fought in the spirit realm as I was praying.